All right, I'll do it. Just don't be upset with me when you see how easy it actually is and what he's really doing. Let's get into it. So you guys have reached out to me in comments and live streams and Discord about how to make the confetti cannon. And thank you guys for that. It's engagement. I'm trying to grow a channel. I appreciate it. But the reason I haven't responded is because, well, Peanut didn't make it. So all he did was download this confetti cannon file off of YouTube. As you can tell, those are his exact confetti colors, and the fall speed is exactly the same. You simply download this file and get rid of the green screen and you're good to go. Just search confetti cannon on YouTube and scroll down and you'll see it right down there. And that is it. That's the whole equation. From there, you put it in your OBS. I'm sure you guys know how to do all that. Now, it wouldn't be a me video if that's all we did. So I went ahead and I made my own confetti cannon. In fact, that's what you seen at the beginning of this video was my version, not this. And the reason was this is gonna be a grainy YouTube video, won't be as crisp and nice. So I was like, well, let's make it a little more clear. And that's the one I made before. I'm gonna show you guys how I made that. It's not gonna be a how-to, just a quick once over. So let's dive over there right now. The first thing I did was go to Sketchfab and download this confetti machine. Once I had it downloaded, I pulled it into Blender just to give it a quick once over. You know, I wanted to make sure there was nothing crazy inside and nothing weird going on. And once I was happy with how it was, I simply edited it to pull the meshes out. There's a couple empties on it. And once I edited it, I moved it out as an FBX. No big deal there. That way it'd be good to go once I got it into Unreal. Once I was in the Unreal, I went ahead and used the Niagara system. Inside the Niagara system, there's actually something called Confetti Burst, which is kind of funny. It's almost like a pre-made thing here. And once you make it or once you open it, you will see this screen here. It can be a little complex. Actually, it can be very complex, and I'm not that good at it. Definitely not good enough to teach you. But essentially, inside this system is everything you need from the color confetti, how many there are when they come out, how much it weighs, how much gravity affects them, how long they linger, just tons and tons of stuff, any kind of variety you want. It'll all be inside this menu. You just got to play with it, play with the different buttons there. The sprite, the shape of it even is inside there. Just everything. Just play with the different knobs and get it until where you want it. It's essentially what I did. You'll see me do that throughout this video. And once I was happy with how it looked there, I went ahead and I got myself a sequencer and I moved a sequencer with a cine camera into position. So that way my confetti cannon was in the corner. Once I was happy with the position of that confetti cannon, I doubled it and made a second one for the other side there. And then I made two Niagara effects, one for each cannon. I simply just duplicated the original one as well. And I kind of just fiddled with them and set them where I wanted to go there. And once I was happy with where everything was set in the corner, I just continued to play with the Niagara system over and over again until I was happy with the effect I had. Once I was happy with it, we're basically done. And I went to export and I quickly realized I no longer have my transparent background render situation preset. Sorry. So I was like, well, shoot, I don't want to make that right now. We'll just go ahead and use the floor as a green screen. So that's what you're seeing me do. I picked up the floor, changed the color on it to green so that way it could just be a green screen. And I simply set my render settings as an image sequence and I rendered it out. Once it was rendered out, we headed over to Premiere Pro. You can use any video editing software you want in Premiere Pro. I loaded the image sequence, which was actually pretty easy. People get a little nervous when they hear that. It's just one click. And once it was loaded in there, I simply scanned the video, seeing what I wanted from there. Yup. And then I used a key or a ultra key, which is an effect to get rid of the green screen. So that was gone. And I did that here and not in OBS. That way that load wasn't sitting on OBS when I'm live streaming. After that, I added the sound effect that I definitely legitimately got and would never take illegally right to my video just like that. So I was pretty happy with how it was. And finally, I was ready to render out of Premiere Pro. To render out of Premiere Pro, I actually went QuickTime in a 444 file. And the reason I did that, it allows you to get the alpha channels again, so that way everything was transparent and beautiful and we don't have to mess with it at all inside OBS. Once that was rendered all the way out, it was time to add in our OBS, which I'm sure you guys have all done 1,000 times. It was very easy. Just add the media source right there, find your file and go ahead and click OK. After that, we tested it and then we simply added it to our Stream Deck and we were good to go. That is it. If you guys want this file and you stayed all the way to the end, the one I made is going to be listed below on a Google Drive. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.